Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise chapter 1 of our supplementary reader book, and the name of the chapter is A Tale of Two Birds. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So, students, in the forest there was a big tree, and in that big tree there was a small family of birds in the nest. And there was one mother bird and two newborn babies, of which that is, the mother bird used to take care of them day and night. But one day what happened? There was a fearful storm, and in that storm there was a lot of thundering, lightning, and heavy rainfall. And the wind blew so strong that it blew down many of the trees. The tall tree in which the birds used to live, they also came down because of that strong storm. And a big heavy branch, it hit the nest so hardly that it killed the mother bird then and there. And there was no one to take care of the two little small newborn baby birds. But it was fortunate for the two baby birds that they were alive. And the strong wind blew both of them on the other side of the forest. So where did they fall? One fell just near the cave where the robbers lived, that is here, and the other fell just near the Rishi's ashram, that is here. And so the days passed and passed, and the small baby birds, they became the big grown up brown birds. But one day what happened? The king of the country came to the forest to hunt a deer. As soon as he went into the forest, he saw a deer and he rode after it. Students, rode is the past tense of ride, that is, to run after it. And the deer was also running as fast as it was possible for it to run, and it went deeper into the forest. The king was after it. That means the king was following it. Soon the king saw that there was no deer. He could not see deer anywhere. And then he observed that he has lost his way and he did not know where to go, where he was. So he thought of just riding that way only ahead. And so as he was moving ahead, he saw that he came to the other side of the forest, and now he was very much tired. So he thought of just resting out somewhere. There he saw a big tree, and just beside the big tree he saw a cave. So he decided to rest there, and he came just down the tree and he sat there. He was resting, but all of a sudden he heard a voice cry out. It said, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Come fast and take all the jewelries and the expensive things and his horse, everything that he has. Otherwise, he will slip away. That means he will run off this path, he will run away from this area." The king was totally surprised. He could not understand from where the voice was coming. But when he looked up, that is, the voice was coming from up itself. When he saw up, he saw that there was a big brown bird who was saying these harsh words. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. That is, he got some voices from the cave. He quickly got onto his horse, that is, he quickly went on his horse and he rode away as fast as it was possible for him to move out of that path, to move out of that area. Soon he came to the clearing, that is, the small open space, or you can say the small area, where he looked that there was an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. So the king could see that there was a tree, and so he decided to rest there only. He tied his horse and he sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a voice, but this voice was of a gentle kind, that is, it was polite enough. And the voice said, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please, you can go inside and you can rest there. The Rishi will be back soon. There is some cold water also in the pot. If you feel like, you can drink it. Please, sir, you can make yourself comfortable there. The king, when looked up, he saw that it was the same bird which he saw that it was the same bird which he had seen just outside the cave. It was a brown big bird in the tree, and he was totally surprised. He said, "This is the same which looked just outside the cave." Here the bird answered, "Yes, sir, you are right. He is my brother, but he has made friends with the robbers. That means his friends are the robbers, and so he even talks in the similar way. And he does not talk to me anymore." Just then, the Rishi entered his ashram. As soon as Rishi saw that the king of the country has arrived here, he welcomed him and he said, "Sir, please get inside. You can come inside and you can make yourself comfortable. You can feel like you are at home. You look tired, sir. Please rest for a while. Then we will have our food together." The king told Rishi about the story of the two birds because he was totally surprised that how come both the birds looked so similar and they behaved so differently. He was totally amazed with this. The forest, and he further says that this forest is full of surprises. The holy man, that is this Rishi, he told that, "Sir, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. That is, the one will always become the way his or her company is. That is, the friends he would have." So, that bird which you met that was just near the cave, he has always heard the talk of robbers, and so he imitates. That means he copies the same, he copies them, and he talks about robbing the people. This one, that is this bird, has always heard my talk, and so he had always repeated what he has heard from me. That is why he welcomes people to the ashram. Now, sir, please come inside and rest. I will tell you more about this place and these two little birds.